everybody. Welcome back. I think we got the video quality thing worked out. Thank you for being patient, and I'm excited about getting started on our yoga class again every week. So, for those of you who might be new to my class, or as a reminder, I like to sit on a block. We use a block and a belt to do our class, and I like to sit on my block. And that way, when we're doing our yoga breathing and our beginning stretches, our sit bones are a little bit higher than our knees, and it lets us relax in our lower back and be a little bit more comfortable. But by all means, if you are comfortable down like this, I just suggest lifting your sternum a little bit, and instead of being back like this, kind of lift and lift through the top of your head and relax your shoulders away from your arms. Either way. We want to have that nice lifted posture. Okay, so to get started, we are going to just start to bring our awareness into our breath. My mat is a little bit like off, and I think we got this new nice carpet that's nice and squishy, but I think my mat's going to walk around as I move, and that's okay, but I'll just have to adjust. But we are recording live, just so you know. Not live stream, but we're recording live, so I'm not going to start and stop a lot, so I'll say little things that I'll just keep it rolling. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing our awareness into our breath and relaxing down through our body. So think about lifting through your sternum. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Relaxing down our arms, relaxing down through your lower back. You can connect your thumb and your pointer fingers. You can relax your jaw here. Close your eyes and just start paying attention to your inhale. Notice how your belly gently rises on your inhale. Exhale down your spine, down through your sit bones. Nice and grounded on your mat. Think about floating at the top of your inhale. Exhale, diving and noticing that pause at the bottom of your exhale. You can make a little sound on your exhale. Just kind of contract the back of your throat a little bit. Sounds like maybe the waves of the ocean, nice and grounded. That regulates our breathing. It's called Ujjayi breathing. I'll try to do it kind of loud. Maybe you'll be able to hear me through the microphone, the Ujjayi breath. Belly rising on our inhale. Go ahead and set your intention for your practice here this evening, this afternoon. Your intention is just why you're here, what you'd like to get out of your time here on your mat. All right, let's go ahead and open up our eyes. And today we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. Now, alternate nostril breathing is really good to reduce stress. It's good for cardiovascular health, and it's just good to regulate our breath, and just good for everything, really. So anyway, this is how we do alternate nostril breathing. We're going to take one hand and we're going to bend our 3 middle fingers down toward the palm. And you're going to have your thumb and your pinky finger here. And we're going to exhale fully out of both of our nostrils. Now, we're going to cover that left nostril and inhale through your right. Cover your right and exhale through your left. Inhale through your left. Cover left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover right. Exhale left. And after that last exhale, bring your hand back down to your leg. Inhale through both nostrils, noticing how your head is feeling, how your breath is feeling as it goes up through your nose. Relaxing our jaw. Very good. All right, and I recommend doing that anytime you feel like you just need to kind of bring your energy down, calm down a little bit, bring focus into what you're doing. It's a really nice breath exercise for reducing stress. So, okay, next what we want to do is we are going to warm up our hands and our arms. So we're going to straighten out that right arm. Take your left hand over your fingers, gently pull your fingers back, and get that nice stretch up through your forearm. Then we're going to inhale to our pinky, gently pulling back. Inhale to our ring finger and our middle finger. Inhaling there to our pointer finger, noticing that stretch go up through your palm into your wrist. And then we're going to reach around to our thumb, gently pulling down, nice twisting stretch there. And then release and bring your hands back down to your legs. Then we're going to inhale and stretch out that left arm. Right hand goes over our fingers, gently pulling back. We're going to inhale to our pinky. Ring finger, noticing that stretch going up through your palm. Middle finger. Pointer finger. And then we're going to reach underneath to our thumb, gently pulling down, nice twisting stretch there. And then we're going to release and bring both hands back down to our legs. Got an itch in my nose. All right, next inhale. We're going to roll our wrists up to the ceiling, big stretch. And then we're going to exhale, rolling our wrists the other way, hands come down to our legs. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, our chin comes down to our chest. We're going to take that right hand behind our head. Relax your shoulders, letting that head come down. Nice stretch in the back of your neck. And release. Inhale our head back up. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Take our right hand around the side of our head. A little pressure on that left side. And release. Inhale our head back up. Exhale. Left ear to left shoulder. Left hand goes around the side of our head. Little pressure there. And release. Inhale our head back up. And now we're just going to kind of roll our head around on top of our spine. Bringing everything back into alignment. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, relaxing down our spine, down through our sit bones. Noticing that tingling feeling up through your arms. Very nice. All right. Okay, now we're going to come up for cat-cow now. So we're going to take that block off to the side. And we're going to come up to our hands and knees, warm up our spine here. So good for us. This is good to do every morning. You want to think about having a straight line from the tip of your head through your tailbone, pushing those hands into the mat, shoulder blades, pushing down away from your spine. Next inhale, we're going to drop that belly down, look straight ahead, nice arch. Exhale, rolling our back up toward the ceiling, tucking our tailbone under, turning our elbows in a little bit. Inhale, drop that belly down. Exhale, rolling our back up. Smooth and steady. Inhale, dropping that belly down. Exhale, rolling our back up, pushing our hands and feet into the mat. And then coming back here to neutral back. Next inhale, we're going to pick up our right hand and our left knee. And we're going to extend out through our right fingertips and back through our back foot. Try to have a straight line from our fingertips down through our heel. Pushing that left hand into the mat, belly's pulled in, reaching and stretching to the two sides of the room. Exhale, hand and knee come back down, adjusting here. Inhale, we're going to pick up that left hand and our right knee, pushing our right hand into the mat, extending through our left arm, extending through our back right leg, belly's pulled in. Exhale, hand and knee come back down. Okay, we're going to do rabbit pose here, and this is really good. It's an inversion. It's good for if you get vertigo at all. It's good for equilibrium in your head. It wakes up your brain. So what we do is we're going to roll our back up like we do in cat-cow, and you're going to bend your elbows and bring the top of your head down to your mat. And then I want you to think about your head being in a square, like in the middle of a square. All right, now you can use your hands to regulate how much pressure is on the top of your head, but it's good to have pressure on the top of your head. This is kind of gets benefits of doing a headstand, but we're not doing a headstand, of course. We would only want to do that if we had somebody there walking us through it, but in person. So anyway, so what we're going to do here is in our next inhale, you're going to tilt your head. If you think about that box, you're going to tilt your head up to the right corner, top right corner of the box. Rolling, feeling that sensation on the top of your scalp. And then we're going to roll back to the center. Now we're going to inhale and roll to the top left corner of that box. And rolling back to center. Inhale, roll your head down toward the center bottom line of the box, toward your forehead, and then come back to center here. Now we're going to inhale toward our right ear. Exhale back to right center. Inhale over to left ear. And then back to the center. And then we're going to inhale to the bottom right corner. Back to center. And then the bottom left corner. Very gentle, using your hands to give yourself support there. And now on our next inhale, we're just going to roll our head to our forehead and then bring our seat to our heels and walk our head forward, walk our hands forward and bring our forehead down to the mat. And we're just going to take some breaths there, noticing how the top of your head is feeling, nice and tingly. Waking up all those energy lines there on the top of your head. All our chakras. You can walk your hands forward, getting a nice stretch through your shoulders here while we're in child's pose. That feels really good. Exhale, bend your elbows, relaxing your shoulders, relax everything down toward the floor. All right, now we're going to inhale and lift our seat up, adjusting here. And now on our next inhale, we're going to go into pigeon pose.
So we're going to inhale and bring that right knee up to our hand, and our foot's going to go forward, and we're going to slide that left leg back. All right, walking our hands forward, our elbows come down to the mat. We're going to take our elbows wide. Here we can stack our fists, bringing our forehead down to our fists, relaxing there. My left leg is straight, the top of my foot is on the floor. You could do flat hands if you want, or you can bring your head all the way down to the floor. Notice that nice stretch through your right hip. That's where you should be feeling it. Breathing into that right hip. All right, now we're going to inhale and walk ourselves up. All right, now we're going to adjust here, taking that right knee a little bit wide, broadening our stance, maybe wiggling that left leg a little bit wide, because we're going to push that right leg into the mat and see if we can balance here and bring our hands up over our head. Very good. Nice deep breaths. All right, and then our hands come back down to the mat. And now we want to get a nice stretch through our left quad here. So our right sit bone comes down to the mat, and we're going to twist to the left a little bit, taking our foot into our hand here, bending our elbow, and gently pulling our heel up toward our glute, getting that nice big stretch in your quad. So good for us. And release. Rocking back up. Pushing our hands into the mat, rocking back, bringing that right knee down below our hip. Adjusting here. Notice how that right hip is feeling different than your left hip here. And then we're going to inhale, bring that left knee forward. Foot goes in front of our right knee, sliding that right leg back, settling in here. Bringing our elbows down to the mat, relaxing down our spine. Stacking our fists, relaxing our head on our fists here. Nice stretch through that left hip. Relaxing our jaw and our shoulders. We can bring our hands down flat or bring your head down to the mat, wherever you're at. The focus area is that left hip. So as long as you're feeling a stretch in that left hip, then you're getting all the benefits from the pose. All right, now let's inhale and bring ourselves up. Adjusting here to lift. Arms come up all over our head. Nice deep breaths. Relaxing where you can relax. All right, and then hands come down. We're going to bring that left sit bone to the floor, bending that right knee, connecting there at our foot, bending that right elbow and bringing our foot in toward our glute. Nice stretch through that right quad. Relax your hips and release. Inhale ourselves back up. Now we're going to rock back. Come back to all fours here. Tuck our toes under. Seat comes up to the ceiling, looking back at our knees. Pushing the heels of our hands into the mat, turning our elbows in toward each other. Head's nice and loose. Nice down dog here. Bring your tummy in, up under your rib cage. Turning your knees toward each other a little bit. Then we're going to inhale, walk those feet up between our hands, relaxing down our spine all the way down. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. We're going to inhale and slowly start to lift, one vertebrae at a time. Lifting our sternum. Shoulders come over our hips, belly's pulled in, chin comes up. Nice big inhale. Exhale, relaxing down through our feet.
Nice and grounded. All right, very good. Now we're going to go on to our standing poses. So, the first standing pose we're going to do is chair pose. In chair pose, we start with our feet wider than our hips. Looking up, belly's pulled in. We're going to inhale, bend those knees. Our arms come up over our head, palms facing each other. Relax through your lower back, letting your sacrum go out a little bit so you can lower your seat down. Engage your shoulders and your arms, your hips and your legs. Everything's pushing in toward that center line. Then we're going to inhale, straighten our legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale to flat back. Oh, actually, we're going to do our 3 sun salutes. Exhale, step back to plank. I was going to go on to standing poses. That's okay. We got our chair pose done. Chaturanga down. Bend those elbows. Body comes down to the mat. Inhale, nice little cobra here. Exhale, down dog. 5 big breaths here in down dog. Spread out those fingers. Extending through your shoulders. Head's nice and loose. Belly comes up underneath your rib cage. Spreading out those toes. You can relax the backs of your legs, bringing your heels down a little bit. Notice that nice stretch in the backs of your legs. Next inhale, we're going to walk or hop our feet up between our hands, lifting halfway to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling, big stretch. Exhale, heart center. Here we go again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank and chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. 5 big breaths here in down dog. Notice the sound of your ujjayi breathing. Nice and grounded exhale. Your jaws relaxed. All right, next inhale, feet come up between our hands, lifting to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling, big stretch. Exhale, heart center. Here we go, one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank and chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, now this time in down dog, let's bend our knees left to right, getting a little deeper stretch in the back of each leg. Head's nice and loose. And we'll inhale, walk those feet up between our hands, lifting halfway to flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, heart center. All right, very good. Now we're all warmed up and ready for our standing poses. Okay, so for our standing poses, we've already done our chair pose. So we're gonna just do a sun salute, down, nice vinyasa to down dog, and then we're gonna swing our leg up into warrior one. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, hands on the mat. We can jump back to plank and chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. All right, now, here in down dog, we're going to inhale and shift our weight to our left foot and swing that right foot around, hand inside of our foot inside of our hand. Turn your left foot out, and we're going to push our foot into the mat. Palms together.
Knee is over our ankle, belly's pulled in, shoulders away from our ears, nice straight strong left leg, holding that invisible ball between our hands. Nice big inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Left arm goes back, right arm goes forward. We're going to just glance down at that right knee, make sure it's over your ankle. Shoulders away from our ears, reaching to the two sides of the room, lifting our sternum, gently pushing our feet into the mat. Now we're going to inhale, bend this right elbow, bring it down to our leg. Now here we can bring our block in. We can drop that hand down to our block, get a little deeper lunge. Left arm goes up to about 2 o'clock. Reaching up, palm is facing right. Think about having a straight line from the tips of your fingers to your heel. Belly's pulled in, maybe a little pressure on that right leg. And now we're going to inhale, bring that left arm down and lift. Now, we're going to get ready to twist. So you can walk that right foot out to the side a little bit. Reach forward with our left arm. Inhale, twist to the right. Put our left elbow over our right leg and our left hand's resting on our shoulder. We're going to bring this right hand behind our back. Nice little twist here, looking over that right shoulder. Nice, straight, strong left leg. We always want to do about 5 breaths in each pose. Relax your jaw. And release and untwist. Adjust and lift. All right, and then we're going to straighten that right leg. Now we're going to get ready for triangle pose. So, for triangle pose, what's most important is that both our legs stay straight. You don't want to bend this right knee. So we're going to use our block to help us adjust in the pose so we don't bend our right knee. We're going to turn and face toward that right leg, hinging at our hips. We're going to take both of our arms forward. Big stretch up through the back of that right leg. And then our hands go down to our block here. We could stay right here. Your block can be medium, short, or no block. You could do tent hands. And now we're going to open up like a book to the left. We're going to take that left arm up, all the way up, as high as you can. So you want to be careful that your arm doesn't go like this, right? We want our arm to stay palm facing left, opened up like a book. It's okay if you're right here. As long as you're getting this nice stretch up through the back and inside of your leg, you're getting all the benefits of the pose. We're going to look to the left, maybe turn and look up through those left fingertips. Some people hyperextend here and kind of open up further left. I can't do that, but some people do, and it feels really good. And then we're going to exhale and bring that left arm down. All right, now we're going to lift back up. Going to keep that block there, because today we're going to do revolved triangle. Well, it's kind of like twisted triangle. So to do that, we're going to turn our body to face straight ahead again. Both arms go forward and then down to our block. Now this time, you're going to take that right hip forward a little bit, and you're going to look to the right and take that right arm up to the ceiling. So you're looking to the right. You're going to feel a big stretch up through the back of that right leg, kind of through your sciatic nerve area. So good for us. Push your left hand into the mat, reach up with that right arm. And then exhale, bring that right arm back down. These poses are so good for us. I'm so glad we're doing yoga together. Flip that left foot up, rocking back, take our right foot back. Nice plank here, chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Woo! Okay, now we're going to do all that stuff on the left side now. So, we're going to inhale. Bring that left foot up inside of our left hand. Take your right foot out, lifting to warrior one. Arms come up over our head. We've got that left knee over our right ankle. Our left knee over our left ankle.
Palms facing each other, shoulders away from our ears. Gently pushing in toward the center. Nice, straight, strong right leg. Big inhale here. We're going to twist to the right. Bring our arms parallel to the floor. We're going to look over those left fingertips. Look at that left knee. Make sure it's right over your left ankle. Reaching to the two sides of the room. Nice, straight, strong right leg. Now we're going to inhale. Bend that left arm. Bring it down to your leg. Right arm swoops down. We can bring our block in here. Dropping that hand down. Right arm goes up. Reaching up. Palm facing left. Nice, straight, strong right leg. Reaching. And then we're going to exhale. Arm comes down and lift and adjust here. Taking that left foot a little bit wider, getting ready to twist because we're going to reach forward with that right arm. Inhale, twist to the left. Right elbow goes over your left leg. Right hand is on our left shoulder. Left hand's behind our back. A little pressure on that left leg. Looking over that shoulder. Nice, straight, strong right leg. Nice, deep yoga breathing. And then we're going to release and untwist and adjust and lift and straighten that left leg. All right, adjusting here, getting ready for triangle pose. Inhale, take our arms forward, big stretch there, hands come down to our block. Next inhale, we're going to take that right arm to the right and then all the way up to the ceiling, turning our gaze to look up through those fingertips. You can use your block to help you adjust. You just want to keep that left leg straight. You want to feel that nice big stretch go up through the back of your left leg. Exhale, right arm comes down, adjusting and lifting. Now we're going to twist our triangle. So we get our hips facing forward again, reaching forward with our arms, hands come down. We're going to take that left arm and we kind of lift that left hip goes forward so I can twist to the left, and then I'm going to look up through those left fingertips. Big stretch coming up the outside from your ankle all the way up through here. So good for us. Pushing that right hand into the mat, looking up through those left fingertips. Exhale, hand comes down. Very good. Now we're going to bend that left knee, flip our right foot up, rocking back. Nice plank here. Let's focus on our plank. Heels of our hands below our shoulders, bellies pulled in. Pushing our shoulder blades away from our spine. Take a nice deep inhale, and then on your exhale, I want you to slowly lower yourself down, engaging those shoulders and upper arms. Very nice. We're going to inhale, cobra. And we're going to exhale to child's pose. So we're going to bend our knees, big toes come together, bringing our seat down to our heels, walking our hands forward, forehead comes down to the mat, put our palms together, maybe bend your elbows, bringing your hands behind your neck, relaxing, relax your lower back. Nice deep breaths here. Let everything just melt down toward the floor. Not holding tension anywhere. My knees are a little bit wider than my hips, so my belly can kind of go in between my legs there. All right. Now, we're going to bring our hands back down to the mat and lift our seat up. Tuck those toes under. Lift our seat up toward the ceiling. Nice down dog here. Nice big breaths, bringing that tummy up under your rib cage. Head's nice and loose. Relaxing that jaw. Next inhale, feet come up between our hands, lifting halfway to flat back. exhale, fold. Inhale, lifting to chair pose. Bending our knees again. Sacrum goes out, arms come up, palms facing each other. Engaging those shoulders and your arms, engaging your hips and your legs, everything pushing to center line. And then we're going to inhale, straighten those legs, palms come together. Exhale, hands come down to heart center, relaxing our shoulders, down through our legs, spreading out those toes, noticing where our feet are touching the mat, nice and grounded. Very nice. All right, good job. Okay, we will move on now to our balance pose. So our balance pose today is going to be Warrior 3. So we do, if you remember, we do like Warrior 1, Warrior 2, and then Warrior 3 is a progression of that where we're balancing, okay? And I'm going to talk you through that. So when we start Warrior 3, now usually, I should have said this before, but my mat is this way, and you'll want to have your mat pointing toward me. Anybody who's done my class knows that, but you who are new to this, and I haven't mentioned that yet, I'm sorry I didn't mention that before, but just have your mat pointing toward me. Okay, but it's all good. So for Warrior 3, we start in a lunge with our right foot forward, our right knee is bent, and our left leg is straight, like we just got finished with Warrior 2, kind of. And now we come back and we're facing this way. So we're going to shift our weight over that right foot, and we're going to start to lift that back toe, straightening our knee, and taking our arms forward. Now think about micro adjustments. We are lifting that left leg up and reaching with those arms, going toward a parallel line to the floor with our arms and our legs, going toward that. After 5 good breaths, woo, there we go. We're going to exhale and bend that right knee and bring our foot back down to the mat. Now, the more soft, firm the surface, the easier it is to balance. So just so you know, I'm not making excuses for myself. I am on a very cushy rug here, but it is more challenging the more cushy the surface. So now we'll do our left leg. Okay, facing toward that left leg is bent. I get up to the ball of my right foot, and then next inhale, I just shift my weight over that left leg, starting to straightening those arms and lifting up that back leg. Reaching with those arms, pointing our toe maybe, reaching out through that back leg. 5 nice breaths, little micro adjustments in your ankle and your foot. And then exhale, bend that left leg and come back up. I did better on that side. Okay, so we did our balance poses. Now we're going to go to our wide angle poses. So wide angle poses, I'm going to go sideways here. And what you do is you keep your legs straight, take your feet wider than your hips. Your feet are parallel to each other. Lifting our sternum, our sacrum comes out a little bit in the back. We're going to reach up to the ceiling, pull our belly in. Exhale, hinging at our hips, bringing our hands down below our shoulders. Now you can adjust your feet here and relax your body all the way down. And you want to let your head hang here. So what we're doing is we are creating traction in our spine. We're creating space in between our vertebrae with the weight of our head kind of pulling on our spine, weighting it so that we can get the blood flow in there. So good for us. Shake your head no, nod your head yes. Everything's hanging, feel the weight of your shoulders. Nice big stretch up through the insides of your legs. Relax your lower back. You can walk your hands back there a little bit if you want, get a little deeper stretch. And then we're gonna inhale and bring ourselves back up. And now, very good. Now we're gonna lift our sternum again. And this time our hands are gonna come behind our back. We're gonna lace our fingers together. Lifting our sternum, we're gonna draw our hands away from our seat, belly's pulled in. Exhale, hinging in our hips. Shoulders come down, head comes all the way down, and we're looking behind us. Our hands go up toward the ceiling. Let your shoulder blades come together, relax down your spine, nice big stretch through the insides of your legs. Spreading out those toes. Very nice. And then we're going to inhale and slowly come back up. Very good. All right. Now, whew, nice shoulder. You can roll your shoulders there a little bit. So good for them. Feeling that blood flow all through that joint. All right. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to use our hands and our fingers to bind, bringing ourselves deeper into this pose. So we're going to take our peace fingers, reach up to the ceiling, big stretch. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. And now we're going to take those peace fingers and put them around our big toes. Now, if this isn't available, what's most important is that our knees are straight. If we go like this, you're not getting the benefit of the pose. We want to keep those legs straight. So you could like bring your hands here or here if this isn't available, but you want to feel that big stretch. So we're going to bend our elbows, head comes all the way down, looking behind us, and we're gently going to pull ourselves deeper into the pose. Our head's nice and loose. You can kind of roll your weight to the outsides of your feet, and you can get a nice stretch on the outsides of your ankles here going up into your shins. So good for shin splints and tendonitis and all kinds of stuff like that. Keeping everything nice and flexible and strong. All right, then we're going to inhale and bring our hands to center. We're not going to lift this time. We're going to bend our knees. And we're going to rock back and forth and slide our feet in under our sit bones, bringing our sit bones down toward our heels. And we want to lift our sternum, look straight ahead. We're going to put a little pressure on the insides of our legs with our elbows, bending our elbows. Palms come together here. This is called Malasana. It's a squat. It's a very good pose for us, nice meditative pose. If you find a focal point to look at, or you could close your eyes if that's available. Breathe into the place where you're feeling it the most. You might not be on your heels, you might be up like this, and that's okay. Everybody's different back here in how tight they are. So you could be up here like this, just kind of figuring out where you are for yourself. And your body does adjust over time and gets more flexible, and so you might feel yourself coming down further every week. Some poses we'll do every week, some poses we'll switch around. It's a very good practice. I make all of my practices very balanced, hitting every part of your body. And I just believe this is the best yoga practice you could do for yourself. I really believe in what I do. So bring your hands down and bring that right knee down and bring our seat down. And we're going to straighten out our neck and get ready for our floor poses. So I think for our floor pose today, we're going to do camel. So camel is really good for our back. We get a nice little arch in our back. I feel like I want to do a counter pose first. I want everybody to just kind of tuck your tailbone over under and bring your head down to the mat. And now we're going to inhale and bring ourselves back up. Inhale, bring your hands to your lower back. Exhale, lean back, look up at the ceiling. Get that nice stretch in your quads. You might tuck your toes under and bring your hands down to your heels.
opening up your heart, lifting your hips up toward the ceiling. Nice big stretch through your thighs. And then you're going to release your right hand and your left hand, and we're looking straight ahead. Very good. Now we're going to take our knees wide, bring our seat down, relaxing down through our knees, and bring our hands back. We're going to get this nice stretch through our quads here. Bending our elbows. We could go just right here, that's fine, as long as you feel that stretch through your quads. You might come down to your elbows. You might lower yourself all the way down. Relaxing where you can relax. Wherever you're at, relax your jaw. Relax your lower back. All right, now we're going to come up to our elbows and then bring your right shoulder forward and your left shoulder forward. Very good. Now take our hands over to the right and we're going to flip our legs around and take our legs forward. Okay, adjusting here. We've got both of our legs forward, toes reaching up to the sky. Okay. All right, hey Belle?
Yeah.
This is a good place for me to start too. How many minutes do we have left?
So,
Oh, okay. So, all right. So, we're going to do our forward folds now. And for forward folds, I like to use our belt. So, we've got our legs straight. What's important is that we keep our knees straight, our feet flexed, toes pointing up toward the ceiling. I fold my belt in half, and I reach up to the ceiling, big stretch, lifting our sternum. Exhale, lean forward and reach forward as far as you can go. You can feel that stretch in the backs of your legs. And put that belt around the arches of your feet. If it's available, you can put your hands there. Then we're going to use our elbows, bend our elbows to take our chin toward our shins, relaxing down our spine. Notice your breath, nice deep yoga breathing. Feel yourself move with every breath, a little deeper into the pose. And then we're going to release and bring our arms back up to the ceiling. Big stretch. Exhale, fold. This time the belt goes around the balls of your feet up here. It's going to move that stretch a little bit. If you're using your hands, you put your hands over your toes. Bending those elbows, take your chin towards your shins. Relaxing your shoulder blades away from your spine. Relaxing your jaw. Nice big stretch in the backs of our legs there. All right, then we're going to release and come back up. We can let our belt go now. This time we're just going to take our toes and point them or bring the balls of your feet down toward the floor. Reaching up one more time. Exhale, reaching forward. Now you're going to feel a little stretch on the tops of your feet, going up through your ankles. You can use your hands to kind of rub your feet a little bit. Rub the backs of your ankles into your shins. You can turn your knees toward each other a little bit to deepen that stretch. You get this nice stretch going up from your foot up into your shin, and that helps with shin splints and tendonitis and all that stuff we get, like our runners get and everything. Okay, then we're going to release and come back up. Okay, now release your hips a little bit and let your knees kind of fall to either side. And we're going to bend that left knee and draw this foot up toward us here. We're going to take our left elbow and put it over our shin. You can kind of rock it back and forth, bringing that leg up toward your tummy. And you're going to feel that nice big stretch in that left hip. Flex that right foot. Okay, we're working into cow face. So now we're going to take this leg
and we're gonna bring it over our right leg. So see how my left knee is kind of right over my right knee here? We're gonna lean to the right and bend that right leg and bring our foot under our left hip. So here, look, our knees should be lined up. Now, everybody's different, and you might not be able to do that. You can just kind of be like this. What we're feeling, the focal point we want to have is that left hip. So you can have variations of that. You could kind of be like this. As long as you're feeling it right here, you're getting the full benefit of the pose. Okay, so here we are like this, and now we do the arm part. So we remember that belt? We're gonna take that belt, and we're gonna take the belt up toward the ceiling and bend our right elbow and let that belt hang behind us. Now I'm gonna turn around so you can see what's happening behind my back. Okay, we're going to let that hang back there. We're gonna take our left arm and bring it back here. And now we're holding this belt and we're lifting our sternum and drawing your elbows back behind you. Big stretch through your shoulders and through that left hip. Nice deep yoga breathing. Relax your lower back. Good. And release. There we go. And we're gonna lean to the left, lean to the right, and uncross that leg. Okay? We're gonna do that on the other side. So, we start with our legs straight in front of us. We're gonna bend that right knee. Drawing that foot in, drawing that foot toward our belly. We're gonna take that right elbow over our shin. And you can kind of move your femur through in your hip socket and kind of bring that leg closer. You can kind of play with that, flexing our left foot. Nice deep breaths. Feel that nice big stretch through that right hip. Okay, getting ready for cow face. We're gonna take that foot over our leg, lean to the left, bend that left knee, and we're gonna slide that right foot over. I've got my right knee over my left, or I'm doing some variation, getting that nice big stretch in that hip. Okay, now we'll do our arms. Take that left arm straight up, let the belt hang down your spine. Take that right arm behind and connect, hold both hands in the back, lifting our sternum, drawing our elbows back toward the back of the room. Feels really weird, but it's really good for us. Breathe into that right hip. Nice 5 breaths here. And then release that bottom hand, bring it around. We're gonna rock to the side, uncross, and straighten out those legs. Now, I want you to put your hands down into the mat and lift your seat up and let your spine hang. Bring everything back into alignment and bring your seat back down. Very nice. Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna do plank. So we're gonna put our hands on our mat and roll to our belly. Oh, getting ready to do a nice strong plank, getting stronger. All right, we've got our elbows under our shoulders. We're gonna lace those fingers together, tuck our toes under. All right, now we wanna focus on the inside of that triangle. You don't wanna look up here ahead of you, because if you look like that, you compromise your back. You wanna be looking down so you have that nice straight back. On our next inhale, we're gonna push our knees into the mat and kind of lift our seat up, and then straighten our knees and settle into that plank. All right, now, this is an exercise in kind of pain management, right? Like what people do on their survivor challenges when they have to hold an uncomfortable position for a long period of time. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little travel around our body. First, we're gonna think about our shoulders. We're gonna think about pushing our elbows into the mat, pulling our belly in a little bit, travel over there. Think about our hips. We can kind of relax a little bit in our lower back. I can relax my hands and I can relax my forearms. They're not doing anything. I can relax my jaw. It's not doing anything. I'm dropping my shoulders a little bit, making little micro adjustments to give relief to different parts of my body at different times, giving everybody a little break. All right, now we're going to bend those knees, bring our belly down, take your elbows wide, turn your head and bring your cheek down to the mat and let everything melt into the mat. Just like Olaf in summertime, melting into a puddle. That's the preschool teacher in me coming out. Sometimes it's a popsicle, and we say our favorite color popsicle. Sometimes it's Olaf in summertime. Okay, now we're going to do this one more time. We're going to inhale, lift ourselves up, bringing our shoulders under, our elbows under our shoulders, lacing those fingers together, tucking our toes under. Inhale, lifting up our belly and our knees, adjusting into a nice plank. Now, we don't need to hold tension in our hands or our our forearms. Pushing those shoulder blades away from our spine. Belly's pulled in slightly, making little micro adjustments through our lower back. Relax your jaw. Nice deep breathing. Bring your focus into your breathing. Nice big inhale. Exhale, nice ujjayi breath, nice and grounded. All right, now we'll bring knees down, hips, elbows go wide. Turning our cheek, bringing it down to the mat. Relaxing into the floor. Oh, feels so good. Okay, what's next? Oh, we are on the downhill now. So, we're gonna roll. Well, actually, we're gonna do shoulder stretches next. And then we're gonna do our supine twist. So shoulder stretches go like this. Okay, so what you wanna do is you're gonna bend your left arm. And so your hand is like right here outside your shoulder. And you're gonna take your right arm straight out to the side, like 3 o'clock if you were a clock. And you are looking at that left hand. Then you're gonna pick up that elbow and you're gonna use your hand to push yourself over and lift up that left hip and roll yourself over that right shoulder. You can walk your right hand up a little bit to feel that big stretch. Relax your head should be on the floor. And now we can bend this left knee. And if you want to, if it's available, you can reach around and connect with your ankle there and bring that left foot back behind you. And you get a big stretch in your quad and you're getting a big stretch through that right shoulder. Feels like you're on a rack or something, but it's good for you. And you'll thank yourself in the morning. All right. And then you'll release, straighten that leg, left arm comes down. Ah, so good. Okay, now we're just gonna switch. So this arm's gonna go wide, bending our right arm, looking at our right hand, lifting up that right elbow, pushing ourselves, rolling our hip over, walking that left hand up a little bit so you feel that nice big stretch in that left shoulder. We talk about going to the point of discomfort but not pain, so think about that. We don't want you to have pain, but you want to go up to discomfort to get that full benefit of your stretch. Your head's nice and relaxed, holding that foot, feeling that big stretch through that right quad. You can push your right knee down a little bit to get a deeper stretch. Good, and release. Straighten that leg, roll yourself back down. Cheek is on the mat, bend that left elbow, and just notice the change. Notice your shoulders, how they're feeling right now. All the energy flowing through your shoulders and your quads. So good. Your body's doing a little happy dance inside. Okay, now we're gonna roll to our back. All right. Let's do a little counter pose here. So bend your knees, bring your legs up to your chest, hold your shins, lift up your head, tuck into a tight ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. All right, very good. Head comes down, feet come down. Now, we're gonna cross that right leg over our left. Pick up our left foot a little bit so we can drop those knees all the way over to the left. Put your right hand over your left leg. Right arm goes straight out to the side. And then turn and look over that right arm. Feels so good. Little pressure on that right leg. Right palm's facing up. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. Everything's relaxed, melting into the floor. Think about spreading out, not holding tension anywhere. Gravity's doing all the work. Okay, we're going to release that right leg, uncross, bring those knees back to center. Hands come down, and I just like to adjust my spine here a little bit. Now we're going to inhale, cross that left leg over your right. Pick up your right foot a little bit and then drop those knees all the way over to the right. Right hand goes over your left leg. Left arm goes wide. Turning and looking over that left shoulder. Relaxing down our spine. Nice big stretch through this left hip. This is good to do every morning too. Chiropractors love this pose. Oh, and I wanted to tell you while you're here, I am accessible to you to help you with your yoga through email, or you know where to find me. I work at Bowman. You could call me if you have any questions about yoga or anything like that at all. I am still here for you as kind of a personal, accessible instructor. So do that. Call me anytime to give me feedback. If you want me to do more of something or less of something, or you didn't understand something, or I wasn't clear, please email me and let me know. I love feedback. I love people. So any way that you could connect, I would really appreciate that. So, okay. So we're nice and twisted and stretched there. So we're gonna release that leg and uncross and bring our knees to center. Hands come down to our sides, adjusting our spine. We're gonna roll up in a ball one more time to bring everything back into alignment. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Still hold on to your legs here. Just bring your head down. And we're gonna rock from side to side. Give our back a little attention here. And then we're gonna bring our knees back to center. Feet on the ground, straightening out those legs, adjusting our spine again. And now we're gonna just open up to corpse pose. Such an important pose. Palms are facing up toward the ceiling. Feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart, flopped out to the side. Think about having your shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to bring our awareness into our breath. Relaxing our jaw. Relaxing our arms. Notice where your hands are meeting the floor. How the backs of your hands feel on your rug. Notice where the back of your head is resting there on your mat. Notice how the air feels on your skin. With our next inhale, we're going to roll to our right side. Bending our elbow and our knees, resting our head there on our arm. Maybe think back to the intention you set at the beginning of our practice. Think about how you can take that intention to the rest of your week. Thank yourself for all the hard work you do for your body and all the hard work your body does for you. Such a miraculous system. Alright. On our next inhale, let's start to move our fingers and wiggle our toes. Start to open our eyes. Move your hand up to push yourself back up to a nice seated position. Hands come up to heart center here, resting your thumbs just gently there on your sternum. Maybe put a little pressure on the insides of your palms there. Relaxing down through our shoulders. May the intention of our heart and the words of our mouth and the thoughts of our mind be to the glory of God. Namaste. Namaste, everybody.